Welcome. We are back for another year of Toronto BMX Jam coverage. This year's coverage is brought to you by Free Agent BMX. Be sure to check out freeagentbmx.com for your chance to win a complete bike. Today, the amateurs are going to compete for their spot in Sunday's finals. Then tomorrow, the pros are going to do the same. So we're going to be posting like crazy with the results, photos, and tons of video footage. So tune in all weekend here on ridebmx.com. Also, if you aren't following us on Twitter already, go to twitter.com/ridebmx and start following us so you can get live updates sent directly to your phone. Right now, we're going to go talk to some of these people before we start bringing you all the action as it goes down here at the Toronto BMX Jam. Standing here with Lee Ramsdale. Lee, you just flew in this morning, right?
We did. Flew in here with Mark Losey.
All right, and you were here last year judging. What did you think of the contest last year?
I thought it was a real good vibe. It kind of reminded me of one of the older school contests you go to, where people are just here having fun. You're on some rickety ramps. They're good though. They're not. I mean, they just they don't look like your traditional skate light ramps, and they got graffiti all over them. And it's awesome time. A lot of great riding went down. It's good because they have like an expert class, like an amateur class, and that's always good to see up-and-comers.
Definitely helps out the local scene and stuff. Have you seen the list of riders for this year and know anything about who's going to be here this year?
Nope, didn't look. I wanted it to be a surprise. Like I heard there was 70-something amateurs, so it's going to be a long night.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I guess I'm not going to ask you what you can expect since you don't know who's riding, but we'll see you later on this weekend, and thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, man.
All right, I just blew it. I just talked to this dude for like 10 minutes on camera, and the mic wasn't turned on. So we had actually just pulled him off the course. This is Catfish, by the way. He's the announcer here. He's a DK team manager, BMX personality. So Catfish has been riding with these young kids. There's 14 and under class. We've got a lot of psyched guys out there watching these kids. So Catfish, tell me what it's like hanging out, riding with, and seeing these 14 and unders compete in a contest like this.
Well, first I'd like to thank you for calling me out in front of everybody that I'm out here riding with the 14 and unders for practice.
Well, I think it's cool enough that you're actually riding. I think the kids at home will just be psyched that Grandpa's out there on the BMX.
Well, it's because I look like, if I didn't have this beard, I'd have the body build of a 14-year-old.
He did blend in back there. I could barely find him.
People would have no idea. No, it's awesome. I love contests like this where you actually get the opportunity to ride with the riders, because A, it lets me see what the course is like, see what the guys are up against, but B, like I get to meet the kids and kind of get in their mindset and see what's going on with them. Bigger contests, X Games, Dew Tour, like you're not gonna have a chance to get out on the course and actually ride with the kids, and it's cool. I love hanging out with these kids. Like I said, there was just a kid that just came out of the womb that did an awesome turn down, and it's awesome, and it's cool for the crowd too to see that it's not just big-time professional riders that do this stuff. There's like young kids that are into it and shredding too, so it's awesome. I love watching the young kids ride.
Definitely. Stuff like this is so important for the local scene. So last year, Drew Bazanson was out here. He's a Canadian local. He won the contest last year, and since then, you've actually put him on the DK Pro team. He's hit up all the Dew Tours, been doing amazing. What's it like seeing a rider like that kind of come up and start making it?
It's awesome, it's rad, especially a Canadian, because I think Canada doesn't get the recognition as far as BMX scene goes. That there are so many amazing riders that come out of Canada, and it's awesome for Drew to be. I mean, the list goes on. Asado, Miron, and there's kind of like been a little gap right there, and it's cool to see Canadian talent, really start to show up. Drew, perfect example. He comes out here. He's been killing it for the last couple of years. There's some guys up here that had told me about him probably 4 or 5 years ago, and keep your eye on him. And Drew really had his breakout year last year, so it's going to be awesome to see him come back here. A year living the life, pro BMX rider. He won local exposure, Allen's tour last year, so it's going to be rad to see what he brings to the table. All eyes are going to be on him. He's the local guy. Everybody wants to see what Drew's got for 2009, so it should be rad.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to track him down and find him. He's not quite here yet, but I'll end right there. Let you save your voice for the announcing, and we'll go talk to somebody else. Thanks, Catfish.
Thanks, Pat.
I'm here with Miles Rogish. Is that how you say your last name? I think everybody messes it up.
Rogish.
Miles Rogish. You've been seeing his web videos all over the place. This is your first year up to the Toronto Jam, right?
Yeah, first year in Canada.
Nice. What made you decide to come up here this year?
Randomly called my TM for Sun Ringle, John Wells, and he was like, "Yo, we're going to Canada." And I was like, "Cool."
So it's just like spur of the moment, like somebody said they're going, you jumped on?
Yeah, it was super spur. He called me like 3 days before today, I guess, and I signed up like 2 days ago, so it was pretty quick.
Nice. Have you been here long? Like, did you get in last night and be able to check out anything?
Nah, I got in like 30 minutes ago, slept in the van in these clothes, so I'm chilling.
Wait, so you guys drove here, right?
Yeah, flew to Milwaukee and then drove in last night from Milwaukee.
Okay, cool. What do you think of the course so far and what you've seen, only being here 30 minutes?
It's pretty ratty. I like ratty, so it's good. I like backyard ramps and stuff.
Yeah.
Not usually good with coping, so I like the wood too. It's good. Psyched.
What do you know any of the other pro riders here? Like, do you know what kind of contests it might be? Like, who you're up against and stuff?
I kind of looked at the list a little bit on the internet. It looks like a bunch of fun dudes. Looks fun.
Awesome, man. Well, we saw you last year at the Baco Jam, having a blast out there. So we're psyched to see you again ride this year, man. Good luck. I'm here with a couple Toronto locals, one pro rider, one amateur rider. What are your names? Because there's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce it.
It's Chi Rho.
And where are you from?
From Barrie, which is like an hour north of here.
All right, and who are you?
I'm Ian Christensen from Toronto.
So it's super good to always talk to some of the locals of the contest and get their take on everything. So what's it like having an event like this and a bunch of international riders come to your hometown and ride?
It's really cool. Like, it gives the scene of a lot of exposure, so it's nice. Like, not a lot of stuff like this happens in Toronto, so it's cool. Like, it's good to see.
Awesome. What do you think about it, Ian?
I think it's good. It's good for the locals, for the amateurs as well. People get to show what's up, and you know, it's cool to see you have a good time and chill, relax with all the pros. It's kind
Toronto
of
can hang.
Toronto can hang. Yeah.
Toronto can definitely hang.
Definitely.
So both of you guys were here last year. I saw both of you ride two completely different styles, which we love. What do you think about the contest this year as compared to last year?
I think the course is a little bit better. It's a little more put together, so I think everything's gonna go good. All the riding's gonna go good, and I think it looks awesome as far as everyone's like riding style. It's gonna work amazing. So
Cool.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Like, the course is 10 times better this year, so it's looking good.
Awesome. Well, we see you guys out there. We're going to sign off for this first video here. Thanks again to freeagentbmx.com for sponsoring this coverage, and we'll check you guys in a bit after the action starts.